Boys and girls of the coronaverse, I present to you the Gktech mother of all titles, the Z32 R32 S14 S15 caliper bracket to fit the 350Z V35 G35 Brembo Rotors. Insert simple box shake here. You get earthing you see here, which is 2 brackets and some hardware. I know, curb your enthusiasm. These here extra long boys are grade 10.9, meaning they're freaking strong, dude. They bolt your fresh AF bracket to the caliper, and then the OEM bolts will be used to bolt the bracket to the knuckle, but more on that here in a bit. They're made from billet 6061 T6 aluminum, and as our extremely long title suggested, if you're running Z32 R32 S14 or S15 4-piston calipers, or if you're in the USA and got the crappy single piston brakes but have upgraded to any of the previously mentioned ones, you can now toss on a set of 350Z V35 or G35 Brembo front rotors using your existing calipers. Look at that tiny little sad rotor and that big beautiful wheel. I know most people complain about fender gap, but let's fix your rotor gap, shall we? To install these bad Johnnies, zap off your fancy old Gktech lugs, then remove that expensive wheel. Wow. A brake caliper. Let's remove it. Start by removing the caliper bolts on the knuckle, then take the caliper off for the moment, setting it to the side safely. Now, remove your old disc. Now on to the science bit. The old rotor is a measly 280 millimeters in diameter. The new big boy in town comes in at a whopping 324 millimeters outer diameter. That's a whole 44 millimeters more here, people. Now that that's out of the way, give the old one to that weird friend who plays ultimate frisbee golf and tell him it's a weighted/strength training disc. He'll be stoked, I promise. Now in our particular case, we did not have a dust shield on, but if you do, you may need to trim it and or remove it, being the rotors are larger. To make things easier later, take the bracket and insert one of the Gktech bolts in the top hole first, then set the bracket in place and toss in the OEM bolts, both top and bottom, heading into the knuckle. Snug those down, then go ahead and torque them to the specs shown right here on the screen. Now push that top bolt in a bit and slip that big beautiful new and or used rotor on. Now we suggest snugging the rotor down with a lug to make lining things up easier whilst popping the caliper on. Speaking of that, grab it, toss it on, line up the bolt holes, hand tighten them, and torque to these specs we're showing on the screen right meow. Lastly but not leastly, pop that big wheel back on, zap the Gktech lugs back on, then tighten and torque them to the specs shown on the screen. And congrats, my guy, you have 44 millimeters less rotor gap to be concerned with while showing off those sick endos your car can now perform. What a simple solution that uses existing parts to make your car better. This is us. We freaking rule. Follow us on YouTube. If you cannot install these, please have a professional do it, and these being braking components, that may be a good idea. If you do have any questions, comments, or concerns, reach out to us here. And as always, this has been Officer Dan, Johnny Caps, and Heart Attack Zach with another Gktech How To. Peace.